Well, team, I had something super annoying happen to me today. I sat down to make all 5 videos for our Positions That We Play series, and 2 of the 5 somehow mysteriously got deleted. So here's my second try at making the goalkeeper video. First off, we've just wrapped up our series on restarts, and now we're getting into Positions That We Play. It'll be 5 videos long. We'll do the 1, the 4, and the 5, the 7 and 11, the 8 and the 9. To start off, I always like to work from the back to the front, so we're going to go over goalkeeping. Goalkeeper's got some pretty easy roles on defense. Keep the ball out of the net, right? How hard can it be? Just like last year when we spoke about this, there are 2 lines that you need to remember to be effective at shot blocking. There's that invisible line that goes from the middle of your goal to wherever the ball is. There's that second line that's like an arc or a semicircle or a rainbow that starts just outside your goalposts and goes to about halfway between the goalie box and the penalty marker. If there's not a penalty marker, it's just about 1 or 2 steps up. So there's that nice rainbow. And where those 2 lines intersect is where you should stand to have the best possible chance at blocking a shot. So if the ball moves over here, you'll notice your line's a lot flatter. Your arc is still the same. You move out there to stop, have the best possible chance at blocking that shot. If it's up here, doesn't change. Where that semicircle, rainbow, and that line straight to the ball meet, that's where you stand to give them the best possible chance. The reason why we come off our line is the closer we get to the ball, the smaller the goal appears to the shooter. Now, that being said, there's a sweet spot on how far forward you go before they can just kick it over your head and score a goal. And that is why we have that rainbow arc semicircle there to give you a limit of how far out you want to go. We talked about this on defending corners, but just to reiterate, if the ball's out here and the bad guys are taking a corner, you don't come out here on your arc anymore. You stand in the middle of your goal and you put a defender out there, right? Your let's see, we're going that way, so that'd be your 5 should be over here protecting your goal, your near post for you. I'm going to link a video down in like the description or comments on how that coming out and where your sweet spot is on blocking shots works. I saw a guy doing it earlier today, and it was really awesome. All right, defensive roles. Let's talk about dealing with through balls. So the other team has the ball. They're probably back here somewhere. And a through ball is when they play a ball through your back line. So there's your 4. Here's your 5. We're up here attacking them. They get the ball and they play a pass through our back line. So when we're attacking, you still have to stay connected with the 4 and the 5. And that may look like coming all the way up here to this kind of semicircle at the top of your penalty box. Let me back up a little bit before we talk about through balls. Last year we only had the goalie box around our goal, and that's why that straight line and arc didn't work as well, because the arc is outside that that goalie box quite a bit, and you couldn't use your hands then. Even though that was still your best possible chance at stopping a goal, you only had your feet to work with if you're outside that box. This year, since we've added the penalty box and you can use your hands in this entire big area, that makes that strategy a lot more effective at stopping shots. Sorry, I forgot to mention that before. So back to through balls. You stayed connected with the 4 and 5. You pushed up into this semicircle as the 4 and 5 have pushed up to support the attack. We turn the ball over, they play a through ball through the lines. At this point, you're the one closest to the ball to deal with it. And that's why you play up while we're attacking. Going back to last year's theme, think fast, play fast. You can't fall asleep back here. Just because we're down here attacking, you can't fall asleep. Because if they send that through ball through and you're sleeping, or if they decide to kick one really high and try and go over your head, if you see it coming, that should give you enough time to run backwards to deal with one over your head. And if you see the through ball coming, that should give you enough time to go out here, put a foot on it, and either send it back up into the attack or clear it wide where it's out of danger to give your team time to recover. All right, let's talk about one-on-one situations. We'll just say the bad guy's bringing it right down the middle. He's dribbled it through our back line. Here's bad guy, here's ball. He's attacking you, number 1, the goalkeeper. He's beat our 4 and 5. He's went right through the middle of them. There's no chance they're going to catch up. At this point, you treat this just like you're a field player that can use your hands. You come straight out and you meet him. You get big, you get low, you get your hands out. We've went over what that looks like in practice. But a goalkeeper in a one-on-one situation is usually not a great situation to be in as a goalkeeper. So do your best. Be brave. Don't stay on your line, though. If you stay on your line, he's going to have a ton of space to shoot. Come out, meet that ball, just like you're trying to defend it. But you can use your hands if you're in your penalty box. Attacking role. The attacking role is pretty much just staying connected with the 4 and 5. You do have a role to play in the attack. If the 4 and 5 push up to support the attack way up there, you have to move with them. Right? Again, we don't want to get much higher than what this semicircle is. As you get older, you're going to see a lot of goalkeepers really pushing up. Z came to one of my games this year, and he watched me. I push all the way up here as the goalkeeper. But you know, it's old person soccer, so we kind of play with the rules fast and hard, or loose and fast and loose, however that saying goes. Alright, this is my second go at this. I hope I didn't forget anything I wanted to talk to you guys about. Hope this kind of helps you with working on an angle, on how to have a good chance at stopping a shot, and how to deal with a through ball or a one-on-one situation. Alright, see you guys at practice.